Hey, 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 happy Friday. What a morning. What a morning. I think I told you my sweetheart had a positive COVID test, and that meant that I had to make this dram- dramatic change in my plan, which I think I'm still recovering from because I've had quite a few shifts and changes. Um, Actually, I have shifts and changes every day. Uh, so, including today, because I decided I'm going to go get a corona vaccination, and I do the research, and I find out that I have to get it at the local hospital. And if I go there today, I don't need an appointment. It's the last day they allow walk-ins, and it's really looking like rain, but it's not raining when I go to leave, and I get there and I forgot my passport, so I had to ride back home in the rain. Um, did I say bicycle, right? And hills. Oh, some hills. Oh, hills there, hills back. Yeah, I guess that would be true. Huh? So anyway, and then I get down there, and this guy's saying, "Oh, I've been waiting for an hour." And he said, "Yeah, what happens is there's those of us who walk in, and then they make appointments also. So the people who make appointments, they get to go in ahead of us who are waiting." And it's like, ooh, that doesn't sound like fun. Oh, God. And so this guy's been here an hour. This guy I haven't talked to yet. I don't know how long he's been here. I'm the third person, and it's open till 12. And so I leaned forward because a message just came in. Anyway, so I have an opportunity to say, well, am I going to make an appointment for the future and walk away, or am I going to just stay here and get my vaccination? And as I do, I think, okay, let's see if we can make an appointment. So I go online with my phone, and I won't tell you all the different ways that it didn't work. But it didn't work. It's like, okay, I guess I stay here and get a vaccination. So the guy in the little room giving the vaccination, he opens the door and he looks out, and you can see that he's counting. And so there's now four of us. One person has an appointment. The other three of us don't. And he says, that's good. I only have four left. He only has four vaccinations left. And I mean, that's the medication. The syringe with the COVID vaccine in it. He has four, and there's four of us. And I said, okay, are there any other appointments coming? He said, oh, I don't know. And it's just so I'm standing there, and it's like, how? So, piecework. It's time for my piecework. There is there is no place not to practice my inner peace work. And so, based on my experience of not being able to make an appointment for some days or weeks in the future, and here I am, so here I am. And so wherever I am, it is the place that I practice my peace work. And yes, I'm not comfortable. I'm still not comfortable. Um, and yeah, it's one step in front of the other, and finding a place to say, I'm here with a purpose that I can never know. I could guess, I could label, I could make up a list, but then for me, it just comes down to I need to be in peace. And so the door opens, and here comes a fifth body into the room. And I think, five, four vaccinations left, five people. Do I keep my mouth closed or what? So, and I only speak English. I don't speak the local dialect or German, which is the language of this region. I speak English. And so I say, "Do you speak some English?" to this young man. He said, "Yes." I said, "Look, I'm not sure, but here's what I was told." And he said, and I said, "Do you have an appointment?" He said, "No, no, I'm a walk-in." It's like, ah. So he and I get to talking, and I tell him what I was told. And he said, "Well, I'll wait when he comes out to invite in uh, the next person." He said, "I'll ask what I should do." I said, "Great idea." So he and I have a really nice talk. Esoteric, philosophical, spiritual. It was kind of the whole thing, the thing I love to do. And and we had a good time talking. And then the door opened, and he spoke to the young man giving the vaccinations. And the guy says, "Well, actually, I have 5." And it's like, okay. Um, and so he and I have a wonderful talk. The appointment went in. The guy who'd been waiting an hour went in. The other guy, he goes in. I think I was outside the door waiting and talking with this young man for 15 minutes, but it felt like 3 or 4. And I had a great talk with the guy who was giving the vaccinations, and he said, yeah, "Mr. Taylor, um, your records show that you also have COPD." And I said, "Yeah, I do. I was diagnosed with COPD quite some years ago." And he said, "Well, we also see the last time you got a COVID vaccination was in 2021. I knew that was the second step." And I said, "Yes, that's true." He said, "Are you aware that men your age with COPD should be vaccinated every 6 months?" I said, "No, I didn't know that." He said, "Yes." He said, "I would suggest you get your vaccinations every 6 months." And I don't know that I will or not, but I thought that's an interesting bit of information. Good to hear that. Um, uh, it sounds reasonable. I can do that. And of course, if anybody listening to this is a non-vaxxer, then of course, yeah, you can have your opinion of me and my choices. And I don't know that these vaccines help. I know that this was a great talk I had with this young guy. I had a nice talk with the guy that was waiting an hour, all speaking English. I had a nice conversation with the young man who was giving the vaccinations. And so I had my adventure, including 2 trips back and forth to my house because I forgot my passport, and raining like hell. Fortunately, when I came back to the house to get my passport, I did get my helmet, which has a visor on it, and I got a raincoat. Um, and I had thought about going for a swim this afternoon, and I thought, going up and down these hills, plenty of calories burned more calories in this back and forth 2 round trips to the hospital than I would have swimming 2 kilometers, I'm sure. And I got wet. So it's like, okay. And so the swim plus the parking would have cost me 7 Swiss francs. So it's like I saved 7 Swiss francs. And now I'm home doing, being. And I don't know if anybody gets anything out of these sharings, but I'm going to keep doing it, and maybe it'll be a nice gift for my grandchildren someday. This will be old technology, and uh, they may get a chance to visit with their granddad because he'll no longer be in this body. This is all temporary. It could change tomorrow. We could change this afternoon. I don't know. Just had a vaccination. Could. Hey. Anyway, I wish you an amazing Friday and a wonderful weekend. And I think I'll probably check back in later, huh? Pow.